Hi everyone, it's Jess again. This is kind of an impromptu video. Um, I had a busy morning cleaning, um, and I've decided that today I would like to talk about accountability and I guess how we in today's society kind of don't really have that anymore or seem to shift that blame onto other people and claim it as accountability still. Um, and maybe this could be called the same thing. Um, who knows? Um, but I guess we will go back to my sister's birthday party. I think I mentioned it. Um, my mom, right when we were leaving, said that she really wanted to talk to me and my wife um, about everything that I said prior, um, about how her house wasn't clean, how like she wasn't really a not really a great mom, like she didn't really take care of me, and a whole bunch of stuff like that, and how she wasn't taking care of my sister currently. Um, and she deflected all of that onto my stepdad and saying that it was his fault. Um, saying that he was the reason that it happened. It's his doing. Um, his anger, his manipulation, his this, his that, and I. It takes two to tango. It so at that party when she requested the meeting, I deep down didn't want to, but I did. I told her like I don't have a time right now, but I will think about it and I'll get back to you. Um, and she took that and was okay with it. Um, and eventually, I sat with it for a while and knew that I would get around to feeling like okay and wanting to talk with her. Um, so I told her like 2 weeks in advance, like, hey, how's this Friday, this upcoming Friday, I think it was like the 18th or something. I don't remember. Um, how's that Friday sound? Um, and then she was like, cool, sounds good. Um, it'll be like after I get out of work. And she works near where I live. Works great. She's mentioned multiple times that she would be able to drop by after work, to visit. Haven't seen her once. Just gonna point that out. Um, Fast forward to 2 days before the meeting, so Wednesday, I get a text message from my mother saying that my grandmother is in the hospital with a brain tumor. Um, that my grandpa discovered her in the bathroom, unable to walk and like move her legs. There was a lot of like sarcasm or I guess lack of emotion in the text, like the three dots and two dots usage between words, where like why are you texting me that? And also, it was at 6:10 p.m. There was a rule growing up in our house where you do not call or text, well, call because texting wasn't a thing, but you don't call people during dinner. Dinner was at 6. Um, so the fact that she sent to me in a text that basically your grandmother is dying and also your grandfather is not shortly, like he's following behind, um, kind of not a great thing to do right before our meeting. Um, but I was still willing to have it, a little less so, but like it was going to be something we talked about for sure. Um, it definitely made me more more I guess for sure in knowing that I was correct in ending the relationship on the Friday when she was coming over. So we fast forward to Friday, um, and I still don't know what time she's supposed to be here. That wasn't really discussed. She just said after work, which I assume was a set time, as after work for most people is a set time. So I send her a text around like 11 being like, so when do you get out of work? What time are you coming over? And she says, well, if I might get out at 5, but I will probably be working later today, so I don't actually know. Um, uh, so, and then with a follow up message of, is that okay? No, it's not. This meeting was something you requested that I made like a full day for you. My wife was actually leaving the house that she bought, so that we could talk. And you can't even pick a time. You. This has been my entire life with her of prioritizing work over me while saying still that I am the most important thing. And I'm done. So, after hearing that she didn't have a time in mind at all, I was frustrated and I told her to just not bother and that the relationship was over, the meeting was over, and that anything that I still have at her house, she can get rid of. I have no sentimental value towards it. My childhood there was not good, and anything there is not good. Um, we talked for a little bit back and forth. She continued to blame my stepdad, and eventually I blocked her. Later in the evening, she contacted my wife, um, basically trying to manipulate her into getting me to talk with her again. And at the end of it, when my wife said, I'm not doing that, she admitted to saying, I was just trying to manipulate you. So, um, I am done with my mother at this point as well. I have accepted the fact that that probably means that I won't see or hear from my grandparents anymore. I won't know when they pass. Um, and even though they're right down the road, I I know she's currently going to be, I think, taking over their like estate or like legal matters. So who knows what's going to happen with that. I messaged my sisters afterwards to let them know that I ended the relationship with her. One of them asked why, and I told her exactly why. Just the constant disrespect, and I'm just over it. So, yeah, that's what's happening in the world of, I guess, taking accountability and having a mother. Did laundry by hand today. That was fun.